In America, they say, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Up here in Scotland, we say, if life gives you lemons, change your life, that one's shite. As I stepped up here, you might have noticed I've got a wee bit of a limp. Now, I don't know why I'm wrestling to speak of this. I was involved in an accident of a personal, somewhat embarrassing nature. My penis got caught in my wife's best friend. And for the ladies in the room, I would be the very first to accept, girls, that was an avoidable accident. I did in some small way feel responsible, but it does not justify what my wife done, because my wife went downstairs. She went to the knife drawer, she got the biggest, sharpest knife. She came back upstairs, she grabbed me by my manhood, and she cut my knob off. Oh aye, and you're laughing, some of you. But my wife was not laughing. My wife was not happy. My wife was not content. My wife was not satisfied. She jumped up, she went after her best friend. And she cut his knob off too. Oh yes, good people of Edinburgh. Knob gags, the evergreen of the comedy forest. The other thing that's quite obvious about me standing here is that, unlike a lot of the comedians you'll see during the festival, I'm not very young. I mean, I'm saying to you now, I'm not very young. The truth is, I'm reaching a point where perhaps I should accept that I'm getting quite old. I mean, I say quite old. I can remember hope. If I could choose, if I could actually choose a superpower, I'd be gets to the toilet on time, man. Good news, girls, I can still get an erection. Bad news, only on a bus. Oh no, friends, turn that frown upside down. I bought a bus. Problem solved. But the advantage, the gift it gives me, being that bit older over these baby comics, is that I've lived through a lot of what these fuckers would call history. 1969, the Beatles, Buddy Holly, the rise of rock and roll. 1969, the summer of free love, I was there! I didn't fucking get any. No, I was only 10. But the big boys let me listen while they talked about it, and that was groovy. And time moves on, you know, the 60s turned to the 70s, I became a young man. My interest turned to young women. But in truth, Edinburgh, young women's interest did not turn to me. Because what you see before you here tonight, the result of a Scottish Catholic education. I was an altar boy. The priest did not touch me. I played sports. The games master did not touch me. I was alone in the stationery cupboard with Mr. McCarthy, the history teacher. Now here we have a man whose choices had narrowed to one, and that kid was clearly gagging for it, but he did not touch me. Right? Did Jimmy Savile touch you, mate? Picky fucker drove right past me. And I was left to answer a question that I can see some of the men will have had to answer. How does a boy, perhaps not the sharpest pencil in the box, perhaps not the prettiest face in the picture, how does a boy like that get the attention of women? Well, my first thought was the obvious one. Money, right? But I didn't actually have any money. My second thought, drugs. But I didn't want to share. My third thought, the entirely affordable poetry. Because women love poetry, and poets ain't clever. I mean, what do they actually do? They just make shit rhyme, right? Some of the fuckers can't even manage that. I thought this is going to be easy. I started telling girls I was a poet. And to that end, for fear that I should ever be questioned, I did indeed write one poem. Would you like to hear my poem? Now my poem is entitled Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is the greatest cultural festival in the world. I won't shit you, I stole that title. Right? Here's my poem. Mary had a little lamb, potato, carrots, a few peas. A human child can drown in just a teaspoon of water, but that kid's got to really want to die. This is the last thing I'm going to tell you. It's just a wee thing I did. In 1992, I attempted to enter the magic circle, but that girl moved her arse at the last minute. Good night, all.